Hello, welcome back to the channel. And in tonight's video, I want to talk about how there were still people down in Antarctica before the current humans went down there and occupied and banned everybody else from going down there and seeing what was going on. There were people who were living subterraneously within the mountain ranges and in the areas that were not covered in ice. And there were plenty of space where there was not ice cover. That was actually quite temperate in climate. So I think, and it's been said that what happened to Antarctica was basically the result of a war, likely a plane-wide war, where extraordinary weapons were used, just like here, in the area now known as the Gobi Desert, the Sahara. They were all forested, and they were all the locations of quite exquisite civilizations. Four Corners area of the United States, same thing. Quite exquisite spaces, same thing in South America, that were destroyed by awe-inspiring weapons, awesome weapons. Not awesome in a positive way, but I mean like the kind of awe that we've never seen and will probably may not know. But we're talking about a whole continent and not a country, and I think some people forget about that. Antarctica is a lot larger than what the maps show, and these maps tend to be not that accurate anyway. Some folks know that. They depict certain spaces as being larger or smaller than what they really are, or further away from other land masses than what they really are. And so Antarctica is a large place with different areas, different temperate areas. And so to assume that everyone was destroyed in whatever cataclysm, I know for sure that people did escape to the subterraneous spaces. Just like here, there are advanced species that are subterraneous primarily. One, because it's better underground. The water's cleaner. There's less radiation. The magnetism is higher, which allows one to live longer and feel better. And your psychic abilities are heightened when you live underground. One of those heightened abilities is your ability to see in the dark, which we can do now. It's just a matter of practice and allowing yourself to know that you can see in the dark. And I think that picture or that video of the woman that's supposed to be from Mars, not only do I know not Mars, but the moon. Not only did she not come from the moon, because the moon isn't something you can land on at all. And that's why all of those stories were lies. But the people, whenever there was travel, if there was ever travel, it was to the outer districts and the outer areas, uncharted space that probably isn't that far from us, but due to the lies of maps, we would never know that. It's possible that she could have come from the space known as Antarctica. And I find it interesting that they're releasing some of these photos of Antarctica now, which means they're going to start letting people go down there. So they're releasing these images through these agents to help desensitize people and get them ready psychologically. I would be very careful about the artifacts that we're seeing, because I'm sure some of it is planted in order to create a narrative, a historical narrative for that space. So, if your psychic ability is where it should be and it's buzzing, just make sure that, you're really feeling out what you're seeing. Some of it looks legit, but some of it also looks planted. And so on some of these statues, the faces are blurred out, and I can't help but wonder if it's because of the features. They don't want certain people to know that there are imagery of certain features and phenotypes. So I would be very careful with that, but I think that they're definitely moving to open up that space. They have to. We're in the time of revelations to reveal we're in that time where the truths are coming forward, coming out. And so, yeah, just question what you see. But yeah, the moon is not something that can be landed on. And they've known that. And people have been public about that. People with letters behind their names. But you can see for yourself. I mean, we've seen the moon in daylight. We've seen stars behind through the moon. The moon's been translucent. We see some sort of like glitch wave that moves through the moon. It's a clear indication that it's a hologram. So yeah, when we look up, it's literally a light show, and nothing is what it seems. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure that if there's anybody left that's indigenous to Antarctica, if they weren't arbitrarily exterminated, because you know those people can't be, they can't live to tell, right? So that's what these world governments do best, is terminate material bodies like it's nothing. But if there's anybody left, which there probably isn't, yeah, they're still there. And I'm pretty sure that at the time of the destruction, there were likely people from there who were in other parts of the world and were left as refugees in other parts of the world at the time that the cataclysms went down. So they were, you're going to have people that were abroad. And so their genotypes are amongst us now, you know, their genetics are amongst us now. So yeah, just a quick thought I wanted to put down. Thanks for listening.